Hey, fatty, I challenge you to gain body fat eating lean meat and potatoes and berries. Ain't happening. Ain't happening. If you try to do it consistently for 6 months, you would only get more jacked. You fat pigs ain't keeping weight on for your life on lean meat and potatoes. I couldn't even gain any weight force feeding that diet. Force feeding that diet like food volume that you would never be able to hit in a day. Ever. Okay, and that's me at a lean body weight. You can't out-eat that diet. You can't get fat or remain fat eating that diet, lean meat, potatoes, and berries. Can't do it. Metabolism just gets too hot. Your calories out is simply too high. It is too nutritionally dense. Too satiating. It's too hard to get the calories in, and the calories out's too high. It puts you at a crazy caloric deficit by default without counting 1 calorie or weighing yourself. No added fat, no added refined sugar. It's the perfect diet. You just eat. You just eat. You just eat. The super skinny people, if they just force that diet in, all they're going to do is build muscle. That's all that's going to happen. You're just going to build muscle. It's cheap. Okay, I literally had to swap out the chicken breast for thighs and drumsticks to gain some weight. Because I'm actually trying to bulk on Whole Foods. Not just a crazy, extreme, dirty bulk. So I had to dirty it up a little bit. I just don't have time to push more clean food in on the day when there's no added fat to that diet at all. I had to swap out thighs and drumsticks. And I still can't gain any real weight. Okay, I need to gain weight when I'm trying to build muscle. I want to see it increase in size. I'm not weighing myself. I just go by how I look in the mirror. I want to make sure I'm getting bigger, but not too fast. So I dirtied it up with thighs and drumsticks because I couldn't gain any weight with a crazy effort, force feeding lean protein, chicken breast, skinless, and potatoes and berries and oatmeal. And that was still even eating the oatmeal. If it was just the potatoes, I would have been probably losing weight. Couldn't get enough in. And that was me forcing in well over 3,500 calories a day. So it's not just that it was restricted on calories. It's that the calories out is so high. And the food itself is so hard to get in. This is why it's the perfect diet. It solves everything. It reverses type 2 diabetes. It gets you jacked. You're full all the time. Nobody that's fat's not going to get lean. If you're making the tightest food choices possible. When you have diet confidence with that lean diet, anybody that's a pencil neck that wants to bulk, even if the bulk got fairly dirty because they need to gain some mass, they can just jump on that clean diet and cut. And it's effortless. There's no hunger. Once you got that weapon in your arsenal, that clean, low-fat diet, lean meat and potato-based optimally, okay, even scrap the white rice. White rice is for when you're lean. Scrap it. Potatoes are way better, way more satiating, way more nutritious. Okay, don't just pick empty starch sources either. Lean meat, potatoes, and berries get you ripped. That would be on a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the cleanest diet. Crazy satiation. That would be number 10. That would be 10. A 1 would be the dirtiest diet ever. With a stupid amount of dietary fat. A stupid amount of refined sugar. No nutrition density. Just empty calories. Not even hitting a good protein count. Nobody is getting fat or remaining fat on that clean diet. Nobody. It's impossible. You would have to work so hard, especially when it's potatoes. Can't do it. That's why the big bad bodybuilders had to force feed on rice and grits. If it was potatoes, they wouldn't even be able to gain any weight. You can't do it. Lean meat potatoes? Give me a break. I challenge any idiot. Okay? Eat as much as you can. You can't gain any body fat on that. You're just going to get jacked. It's going to give you crazy energy and make you want to go pump iron. You can throw the scale in the garbage. Okay? What'll happen at the start? I'll tell you this. You idiots, you fat pigs, at the start when you jump on this diet, to reverse a huge metabolic slowdown that you've had from the last 20 years of food abuse, pound in that diet. Don't restrict with a bunch of vegetables and shit. Pound it in. The first week you can reverse so much metabolic damage just by pounding it in. You can't gain fat on that diet. Possible. It's impossible. I've tried and I can eat way more than you. You can't even comprehend the volume of food you'd have to try to get on the daily to actually gain body fat on that. You can't do it. You wouldn't even have time to do it. You can't. You'd be way too full. It's too nutritious. This is why fat people are fat. Because they're eating bad nutrition density foods. Okay, a bunch of dietary fat with no nutrition. Bunch of refined sugar. That's why they're chronically hungry, so they can eat all day. Doesn't matter if they've even had bariatric surgery. That's why it doesn't work. Because they're always hungry. Their body's not happy with that dirty dog shit diet. You ate like shit. Okay, no one's out eating that low-fat diet, lean meat, potatoes, and berries. Nobody! Until next time, you want to lose body fat? Never hungry, crazy energy, perfect hormone profile. Build muscle. Eat a low-fat diet, lean meat, potatoes based, berries, no added fat, no added refined sugar, you fat-ass pig.